Hey everybody, Max Rich here, and that was the beginning to Ain't Misbehavin', just a classic jazz standard, originally written by Fats Waller, and it's got some really cool changes, and basically what you heard me doing was sort of like a solo guitar version using a looper pedal. And the way I like to do this, I like to play jazz standards this way a lot, and the reason is because it allows you to sort of encapsulate the full band sound and feel using just guitar. And the way I do that is basically I sort of play like a chord bass line combination, like what you heard me doing. That type of a thing. That's very similar to like a walking bass that an upright bass player would play, and then sort of like the comping or the chord hits that a piano player or a guitar player would play. And then on top of that, I loop that, and then I play the guitar melody on top of that, and it allows me to sort of, like I said, emulate like a full band type of a sound. And so I'm going to teach you how to do that today, and I'm going to teach you how to do that in context of this particular jazz song. And so that being said, if you don't have any experience with jazz, that's totally okay. However, I suggest that you take a second and you check out some other videos that I've done on jazz chords and sort of like intro to jazz, maybe 2-5-1s. I've done a lot of these types of videos. And if you check that out, then at least it'll kind of get you up to speed, because I'm going to be using chord names that you may not be familiar with if you've never studied jazz. You know, so like I'm going to be talking about major 6 chords, major 7 chords, dominant 7 chords, dominant 7 sharp 5, these types of things. If what I'm saying sounds like a foreign language to you, it's totally okay. We were all there at one point. And before you jump into this lesson and get lost by saying, well, he's talking about an E7 sharp 5, I don't even know what that is, take a second, check out some of those other lessons, and then jump back in and you'll be totally caught up to speed. But for those of you guys out there who are sort of familiar with jazz chords and jazz terminology, it's not going to be anything like wild, crazy stuff, you know, super avant-garde, but it's going to be slightly more complicated than like a G7 chord or something like that. Although the vast majority of the chords in the song are major, minor, and dominant, there are some variations on that, so I'll explain that. And in the lesson I'm going to talk about how to approach a walking bass line, how to sort of approach comping or playing chords, and then how to do them simultaneously. And then on top of that, I will teach you the melody, so by the end you'll be able to do exactly what I did and recreate the whole song using just a guitar and a looper pedal. So stick around.